As many of you may know, my name's Amanda, and I'm Preston's little sister as of 10.5 months. I knew this day would come, eventually, when I'd get to see my brother, friend, and comrade start a new life with his own family, and Emma is going to be the best sister-in-law I could hope for. From little on up, Preston was always an entertainer, getting into all kinds of trouble when he was little, and then growing into a man, he was always a handful. Me and Preston didn't really have much of a choice, being 10.5 months apart. We were best friends from little on up. And our great ideas, as all kids' great ideas, usually ended in timeouts or spankings. Remember playing with the vet? Yeah, one time we played with our goldfish. We decided to play vet. When my mom went to town, we went with her, leaving the goldfish out of their water, incidentally killing them all. And then one time, Preston's idea, we called the sheriff repeatedly. Practicing our skills for 911, we told our mom, until the sheriff called my mom back. She wasn't too happy with that. As you can see, Preston was quite the handful. As we grew older, so did the ideas, and new entertainment was soon found. Hunting and testing gopher traps were Preston's biggest ideas. Testing gopher trap usually meant sticking his little sister's thumb in the gopher trap to see if it worked. And then we had our paintball guns, with suicide missions and firecrackers held in our hands, see who could drop them the closest to when they would go off. After that, we grew up, going to college, getting a job, getting married. I remember the first time Preston left for college. I cried and cried, even though a year later, I attended a college in the exact same city as him. Preston finally met the perfect woman, love of his life, and after 3 months of asking, Emma finally agreed to a date. 4 years later, they are finally beginning their lifelong sentences. There are a couple rules that Preston needs to know about marriage, though. This will help him lead a long and happy life with Emma. Household rules are, well, there's only one rule to a happy marriage, and some sub-rules that come off of it. Rule number 1 is listen and do what Emma says. Rule number 2, Emma is always right. Rule number 3, if you think that Emma is wrong, refer back to rule number 2. To the happy marriage of this newlywed couple, never go to bed angry. Nothing will look better in the morning. It never does. Listen, love, and laugh together. Be each other's best friends. Remember, you can't trade each other off for a new one, so work on the problems together. Today is the day that Preston and Emma start their new life together, and I have waited so long for this. From little on up, we got into trouble, and now he's finally met and married the love of his life. Preston has been my best friend. I was your best friend, and I hope now that Emma is, and will be for the rest of your life. Here's a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Mother, Preston and Emma. Thank you.